Okay, here we are in Nuke again, our home away from home, if you will. And here's our soldier. All right, let's take a look at our players, see what's involved with this guy. It's 100 frames, so let's go ahead and S for 100 frames, starting at 1001, so it'd be 1/100 would be our comp length. Its frame size is this weird 2048 by 5858, 2048 by 858. Okay, so we're all good there. Let's go ahead and save this before something bad happens. Oops. Control save. And we will call this, let's go up one, tutorial. Right. So, this is our players involved. And just like we've done with every other tutorial, we need to pick our frames. Okay? Just out of curiosity, to see if it works, we're only going to pick the first frame. So go frame hold, middle frame, frame hold, and last frame. And let's see what we get. All right. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and do our usual shuffle. All right. Add our RGBA, and call it, oops, new, call it plate, just like we have in the past two tutorials, and move that over there so we can pull it out later down here. All right. Next is frame range. I'm going to set that from 1001 to 1001, so it's just one frame. Okay, so this time we are actually going to do a roto. All right, and we're going to go ahead and set this out to replace and RGBA. Okay, now at this point I'm going to go ahead and roto all three of these. You guys don't need to watch me do this, so I'm going to skip ahead after I've rotoed it. Okay, so now that I've rotoed these guys, okay, I went ahead and turned off the replace. I don't want to actually replace it. What I want to use is a shuffle node or a copy node, because I do want to keep the RGB values in this. Now I know the tutorials online that you may see of some girl running with headphones, they actually cut her out. I'm actually finding that this technique is a little bit better. So instead of doing that, we're just going to do a copy node. Okay, so again, we're going to do our append, pen clip, 1, 2, 3. Okay, make sure it's set to, start with 001. Let's go ahead and look at our append clip input. It should be 3 files, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So let's go ahead and now look at the alpha of that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull the alpha out. Let's go to shuffle. Let's go ahead and grab this and put that into the red. There we go. Okay, so now we got that. Let's go ahead and get our remove file. Again, this is no different than what we've been doing. All right. And on this one, we're only going to keep the red channel. Let's go ahead and RGB and then turn everything else off so we have the red. And on this, we're going to use the remove. We're just going to remove the alpha. or just keep RGBA. There we go. Keep RGBA. Or RGB. Sorry. There we go, RGB. Okay. So now that we got that, we can add our CopyCat node. And like I said before, first thing you want to do is just render the default just to see where you stand. Create a default. And then we're going to go ahead and render this out, changing nothing in here, even though I said we will be talking about this in a minute. But we're going to go ahead and change nothing in here and see what we get. So let's go ahead and start training.